get crushed by Omegle. But I don't know why Omegle took off and Chat Roulette failed. Because Chat Roulette back then, if you remember, it had all of the brand recognition. Like nobody knew. Omegle was also only text only. Do you remember that? When did they add video?
I only knew Omegle with video.
It must have been a while until they did it, but But yeah, it just completely dominated it. And
what was the draw to using those apps if you weren't a pervert?
I don't know. I never saw the interest, but I think for some people they have this sociological, it's fun for them to meet new people in that type of environment, which is okay. I don't know if that's for me. I don't know if I just want to like be dropped into a conversation with some dude or chick.
Really, that's what we did back with the Yahoo and AOL chat rooms and stuff.
Yeah, but even there, you could just you could drop in and like have a conversation about something, or nothing. You could just watch and listen. Why is Dan so bad at sitting close to the microphone?
That's a good question, Dan.
Do I really?
Weren't you a streamer?
Can they not hear me?
It's a close. You need to be close to it.
Cringe. I hate this shit.
Good.
I can't imagine. There's people out there and they're like this all the time.
Yeah.
Microphone like
They're
right
called
up
streamers.
in their shit.
We're getting paid a lot of money to do
I feel like I'm gonna turn and this thing is gonna like smack me in the face.
Yeah,
or something
you get
like
that happening a lot?
Yeah.
Where you turn and things are smacking you in the face?
No, I'm just saying.
You already said yeah. You kind of bought the farm on that one.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, like when that's why they smack you in the face so much.
You've bored me, and that's a
Really?
personal attack. Again, that's number one. I'm going to keep track during this conversation of how many personal attacks go.
Okay.
And yeah, there we go. All right.
What's next on the agenda, Dan?
What is next on the agenda, Dan? We spent so long trying to remove some black bars. You failed. Now, why did you fail exactly on this particular issue? Is this something that if you were smarter and you knew more, you could have solved it? Or are you limited by the hardware that you have at your disposal right now?
I just needed to be from the unboxing to the setup so I could see everything. Then I probably could have a better understanding, but I'm trying to catch up.
So if you had enough knowledge right now, you could have fixed this, you think?
Yeah.
That's
Really?
good.
So it's a pure software issue or it's a configuration issue?
That's good.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't need new hardware then to fix it?
No, everything, well, no, it's fine.
So you came unprepared
Just stay there.
for your
I'm gonna
own
get you to move it a bunch.
podcast here.
Talk about the Finkelstein tweets.
Yeah.
I fucked your mom last night.
I don't,
What do you mean I came unprepared?
Well, I mean, you came with
I came to set it up. That was the whole goal, was to gather information. I know exactly
I know,
what's
but there's
wrong.
always there's the public setup and then there's the pre-setup where you set it up.
This is the pre-setup right
No,
now.
no,
Yes,
this is
that's
the
why it's a
public
test
se-
stream.
this is
Remember
the-
earlier when people were roasting you like, this is a test stream?
No.
That's my same defense right here. Yeah.
No, you set up before so you don't look like an amateur. And
Oh.
you've
Is your supposed to get hard before the girl sees it, or is the...
I would say if you're in that type of environment
Uh-huh.
where you're going to be having sex with someone, I think typically you would probably want your card at first view from them.
Yeah?
Yes, I would
Okay.
agree to that. Do you think that is that not the case for you?
Depends on my mood.
So sometimes you're just whipping it out and you're soft. You're like, hey, what's up?
Sometimes I want her to think she hasn't done enough
I'm waiting
to
for
earn
I'm waiting
an erection
for,
yet.
Your mom joke. And
There's
they're
no
getting
your mom there.
They're getting
there was
very
no mom joke
stale
there.
on the your mom
There's,
jokes.
I
Also.
can't possibly make your mom joke in this circumstance because if I was naked around your mom, I would always be hard.
I understand. It makes me a little uncomfortable, you saying that. You know, do you ever think about the moms out there? Do you think that the moms know that they're being f***ed by so many people virtually, constantly?
I mean, if you're
I
a
don't
mom,
mean-
by definition, you've been at least once, right?
I understand that. But do you think that as a mother, you know that other people
Put it
are
higher.
saying, hey, I f*** your mom. And that's like a very common thing to do. And
I don't know.
they just exist in that state of limbo of knowing this, but also not bringing it up because it would be a very awkward conversation.
Maybe.
Yeah?
I'm curious. I don't know. That'd be a good question.
Yeah?
We should pull
Slide the
moms.
bookshelf back.
Do you know how much they talk about
Just don't-
fucking you guys on...
I don't think I could have that conversation.
And then,
Would you have
yeah,
that
just
conversation
get
with your
Why
mom?
not ask your wife?
We're talking about moms,
Perfect.
not
Yep. Put the blue, put
our
the
mothers.
blue on the
I
very
understand. What is your
On the top,
problem?
yeah.
God, I f***ing hate you so much.
Hold on. Where did you get your kids from?
I understand.
No, wait. Where did your kids come from, Dan?
I don't think my wife is not at that point because my kids are not making mother
really?
jokes.
You
yet.
don't
They're
think
not
so?
old enough. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Nathan was making your mom jokes to me, so...
Well,
They're complaining about
I guess
your
my
quiet
kids are
mic,
just better
Dan.
than your kids.
Get closer to your mic.
my
He's
kids.
close to it now.
I still have to get closer.
They're
should
saying
sound-
your mic's quiet.
He should sound fine. Don't ever trust chat. Look at the levels on the software mixer and make sure they're going up to where mine are.
Blah, 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 blah. Keep talking.
This is
Well, now when you lean off to the side and you grumble because you're lacking confidence,
Do I just literally have to
If you
stay
talk
here
like
You're
that,
like
so
this?
perfect.
The
Your
whole-
it might
mic
be that
quality
it
is
might be that
great.
I am
Yes,
louder
I will
than
stay
Dan.
here like this. Hello.
Okay.
This is how. Yes. This
Good job. Wow.
is how I
Oh
want
my
to
God,
do
it's
it.
Okay,
almost
when
like
you
This
just
is
so
a
you know, Dan,
great
when
way
you
to
do
do a
that,
podcast.
your mic levels sit slightly still below Steven's, but they're a little bit better.
exactly where
I'm
they
a
belong.
fucking-
I think
kill
Steven's
myself.
just projecting better. He's got a bigger voice.
I do project better, and I do have a bigger voice and a bigger personality and a way bigger, and it's black.
What have I done with my life? I feel like there's, you
How'd
know,
you
like
end up here?
that's where the conversation came from yesterday. Is it's like, where did it all go wrong to just lead at this point? I'm not sure. Low T volume, as in low testosterone. He said to me,
Thought it'd been like low trouble, maybe. I don't know, the
he said
trouble's a
Dan,
little-
but I'm sure he was probably trying to tab and do DE for Destiny, saying you have low testosterone. Yeah.
That's okay. We all can't be PhDs to get, you know, your thesis of jokes over here for. But I'm sure that like for
I
those
have-
that made it through the intro, the middle, and the end, that was a hilarious punchline. Thank you.
I have very good jokes, and I'm actually known
no,
for
I
my
agree.
jokes. Do you know that?
Are you?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of times that people say, "Hey, you don't know who this guy is, but let me send you a compilation of some great jokes that this guy has done."
No, this
And they
is
do, and there's compilations, and they laugh. In fact, sometimes, I'm not even joking, if you poll some of your viewers and you say, what are some of the funniest moments of all time? You know, they're going to involve me, because I'm just a comedic
No, I
genius.
moved him really
Okay.
far to the
And I
left.
am in on the joke always. Even if I feel and look like I'm not, I know exactly what's happening
Yeah.
at all times. Yes, that's true.
Like, can you
It's just
sit more
part
straight?
of
Yeah.
having like
Like you're
a kind of a
participating in the
real
convo?
Hollywood natural talent for this type of thing.
You got all the subjects.
You can't learn it. You're just really born with it. You know?
You know, I'm doing an event at I think it's the Vulcan or something in Austin at the end of April.
What type of event?
It's like a debate event, but they have stand-up
Really?
before and after. I could probably get you a slot if you wanted 5 minutes. You
Well,
know?
that's actually kind of like for like
5 minutes, Dan?
it's
5
not
minutes
my-
on stage? Wouldn't that be
I could
amazing?
do it if I wanted to. I could do it, and I would blow it out of the fucking.
If
park.
I did 5 minutes, would you do 5 minutes?
I would, and I would be funnier than you by far.
really would?
You don't think so?
I could probably book us.
I
You know,
you-
have
I
you
know
heard of
could,
the?
But do you think there would be even remotely competition of the humor level?
I would be way funnier. Wait, have you
would-
ever heard of the Comedy Cellar?
Absolutely not.
In New York City?
Yeah.
I'm doing a podcast. I think at the end of the week, like
With the guy
right
that
above.
did Finkel.
Yep. There you go.
With what? With Finkel?
He's a Jew, so you'd probably know him.
Oh yeah, because we all know each other.
I know. That's why I said you would.
It's on the Friday night meetings. We all hop in the same Discord and kind of discuss.
Isn't Finkelstein Jewish?
Supposedly.
That was a joke.
You know, I was mid joke. Friday night Jewish meetings,
Sorry.
deciding how to over your interest rates.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah, see,
Another
it's not good now
another
because I got
classic
interrupted in the middle of
Do
all
the
this
credit
shit.
score one again too.
I didn't do a credit score one, but that's
I'm just
you know
waiting for them to get
obviously
back
that's
to
the
me.
one that they use against us all
Mm-hmm.
the time. So, yeah. So, I don't know.
Either
Yeah, I would be
keep sitting
funnier.
here.
I feel like.
He's
Do you think when they say your life flashes before your eyes, like when you're at certain ages and death is in front of you, does that mean you have to repeat your life too, like every single joke
So
you've ever
either
said? Because I
he's
notice that
sitting
you do
here.
that a lot.
And then he just needs to move.
I know that's an insult, but I'm going
In?
to try and answer
More
that
towards
question
the window?
honestly.
You're gonna answer
Or-
honestly about your life and
No,
the same
I'm going
jokes
to answer.
flashing before your eyes.
Take
Okay.
out. I'm going
And
to
then
take out
everything
the
is
insult part, and I think when they say that your life
reason
flashes
that I moved
before your
Steven is
eyes,
because I didn't love
that
the shot
there's
that
like
much and it wasn't quite behind the shoulder, but this one
certain
feels
moments of
weird. This one
memory
feels
that
like
get
a
activated
creep
of just things you haven't thought about a long
Do you
time.
want it to feel
I think
like
that
you're
there's
sitting
like
Maybe.
behind
Wait,
me
real quick.
listening in.
Iridite, if you want on the software thing, you can mute mic, I think 4, or the producer mic. It'll be labeled on that, so that, and then they won't hear you talking if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
I think that there's like memories that you have that you see that you haven't saw in a long time.
Yeah.
Right? Like I have memories right now of being a kid and of certain things, and though I wouldn't have those memories when my life flashed before my eyes because I've recently had those. And I think all the memories that you would see would be things that you
Yeah,
haven't
the
even
camera's
thought
so
of,
distracting.
and they would kind of come back to you. And sometimes I think for some people that happens somewhat naturally. Like for me, sometimes it'll happen. When does it happen? Like if I'm like really kind of tired and I'm like going to sleep, sometimes I'll remember like a dream that I probably last had
Camera
when
one.
I was like 8 years old or something like that, like something crazy, like you know being trapped in a box or something along those lines. Like
Yeah.
like-
Wait, real quick. Did you guys mute the mic?
My mic? Yeah.
Are you
That's
sure?
it. I pressed the M.
M. Oh wait.
Producer, you said M mutes it, right?
With no shoes. Yes. Wow. What a fucking great joke, you dumb cocksuckers.